Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel. This channel has been a long time in the making. I didn't think that I had a story, and because of prayer and because of the pandemic, I discovered my story. Actually, what I discovered was that I like the quiet. I didn't know I was as introverted as I am. And during this time, my husband, back in March of 2020, he found out about a camp, a fishing camp that was for sale down near a Champnell Creek in Arkansas. So we made a trip out, purchased this camp. It was less than 600 square feet. I don't even remember the square footage now. However, it only took $500 to refloor, or we didn't refloor, we put laminate flooring down on top of the floor that was already there, and otherwise it was pretty much move-in ready. Well, during this time, we began to think it would be nice to downsize, and one thing led to another, one conversation led to another conversation, which we then began to get excited about possibly just downsizing from the home that we have now. We've raised 4 children here, and with each child that left home, the house seemed to just grow that much bigger. You know, when you've got another pair of hands missing, it's not as easy to keep up. So we really started examining our life and decided this is probably what we want to do. However, because our youngest daughter, Cassie, she is only, she'll be 16 in July, we decided that we didn't want to move away right now, because we'll be moving about 15 minutes from here. It takes 17 minutes to get from our driveway to the camp. So during that time that we were doing all this examining, I was struggling because I didn't want to give up my big old table. Now, this room here that I'm in, it has my desk, but it also housed my mother's oak table. So when we bought that camp, I had them to take that oak table down there, so that, because I'm not snobby by any shape, form, fashion, but I don't have to have the top of the line, but I do have to have the sentimental things, and my mom's oak table was one of those sentimental things. So if we were gonna do this, then I was slowly taking things to the camp. You know, I took doilies, and I took my little things of candles, and, you know, tried to make it a home. And I like feminine things. I always have, growing up, even though we lived in the woods, and we, you know, were raised on horses, and we farmed with my stepdad or with my grandparents, played in the dirt. I still like femininity. So I did this, and I was praying and asking God to help me get rid of things. But God knows my heart probably better than I do. And I didn't want to give up any of my dishes. Well, not any of them. I didn't want to give up certain ones of my dishes. And I want to be able to continue having holiday dinners, and to me, I want the holidays to be different. I want to pull out the Christmas dishes. I want to pull out the Easter dishes. I want to celebrate with our Thanksgiving dishes. I want to celebrate the summer, the 4th of July, with real dishes. Now, I realized that my kids would just soon eat off of a paper plate and throw the fork plastic fork and all that in the trash, and I get that and I understand. But I still want to have a place where I can invite my Christian girlfriends over and have a cup of tea. So in the process of this camp that we have been using, since we purchased it and bought it April the 26th of 2020. So the camp is really nice, but as time went on, I kept I would draw out floor plans, trying to build on just enough room to get my big table that my husband built me out of my grandmother's, the wood that came out of my grandmother's home when the home had to come down. The wood is real wide, and so I didn't want to get rid of that table. And there's absolutely no way that it's going to fit in this smaller camp. So I kept praying and just confiding in God. Look, God, I want to do what you want me to do. And we had looked at a little camp down there. I think it was like in August or September. And it's a big camp, bigger than the one we are in, but it is nasty and it stunk. And I don't know about y'all, but I didn't want to fool with it. So fast forward from August to say sometime in March of 2021, during all that time, I kept praying, but God, I'll do what you want me to do. But I really have such a heart and want to have people over. And then I even settled on the fact that I just want to do it for myself. Now, if that's selfish, I guess I'm just selfish. But I really wanted to be able to have my tea, to have, I don't have the words to express to you what was going on in my heart and my mind and why I couldn't release certain things, even though I was willing to. So my husband said it was time to start looking. We were wanting the lot next to us at the camp, so we would have the little more land and that we could probably, extend the porch out or what have you. Well, we went and we looked at that house and it was in really bad shape. Bad shape. So we thought, well, we could still get it and tear it down. But then we thought about, we discussed that other house, the White House, and cabin, and we were like, I don't know. Well, another man that my husband was talking to said, have you looked at that camp again? Have you thought about that anymore? So we just sat down and we thought about it, and we went back and we looked at it, and we realized the layout is exactly what I'm looking for. It's small. It still has enough room for a decent sized bathroom. Still have room for my kitchen, dining table, and the living area. It'll be an open concept there, so that was right, perfect for me. The only thing is, it needs a lot of work. It doesn't need much structural work. Everything there is okay. We do have to replace the roof on the back porch, and we do have to replace all the flooring and paint and clean. Cleaning is first. So I will share with you this throughout the video, and I'm taping these things now, so I'm going to start playing this video and discuss it with you as it plays. Okay, so this house here is what we live in now. That house, that's the little white cabin right there. And as you can see, oh my gosh, it's like a real fish camp. I mean, it is a fish camp. But I'm okay with that, I believe. I hope, I think. So here you can see the porch, which I'm grateful that there would be a porch, and there's nothing wrong with it except right there at the door when you enter in. That has those. My husband's already purchased the boards to replace that, and of course we've already cleaned all this, but I want to show it to you, and then eventually we'll show you the lots of projects as we go throughout. But when you open the door, it smells like an old house that's been shut up that's what it's been shut up since, I think it was like 2017. Now here I'm showing you everything in a quick clip because it's just if I look at that too long, I'm liable to go running backwards and say no. However, I'm not going to do that. You saw that calendar go there. I'm not going to do that. I am happy. I'm grateful. Plus, we have 2 years in which we will be able to take care of the things that we need to take care of. Because as Cassie is only 16, well, I'm sorry, she's not 16 yet. She'll be 16 in July. So she has 2 years left before she graduates. So we're not going to move from our home now because we want her to be able to finish out her year. We only live a block from the school, and her best friend lives a block the other direction from the school, but still on the same side as us. So they're together, and you know, her boyfriend is here, and he's graduating this year, so he'll be going off this summer, in the fall to college. But anyway, you can see it is a mess. Big old mess. Now that right there is the biggest issue we're gonna have. That was a closet, nice storage area, and then they, for whatever reason, we believe that somebody came in there. We're not sure. Okay, this here is my table. This is it's almost 8 feet by 4 feet. We have 8 chairs. It can easily seat probably 2 more, and on either side, and possibly, you know, it can go on up a little bit more. But this is the when the kids were all signing it. There's my Christmas dishes. Yes, this is why I didn't want to let go of these things. These are important to me. Even if it's just me and I'm enjoying it and sharing it with y'all. We've changed chairs with the table now. We have new chairs. So I'll show those to you eventually. And these are some breakfasts that we've done. Christmas breakfast. Here's Cassie and Jemison getting ready for the prom. Family snapshot. Oh, my Cassie. Cassie and her bestie, Allie. And their natural position on the couch with phones. Well, thank you for joining me, and I'll leave you with a few parting shots from my flowers. I don't get to do as much outside as I would like to, but they still make me smile. So see you next week, and be sure and look for me on Instagram, Brenda Studdard Clark. Same thing on Facebook.